It's your boy Dontez, and we back with another YouTube live stream. Oh. Today, boys, we're gonna be doing uh, NFL predictions for week number 2. So week 1 is in the books for the NFL regular season for 2025. Week 1 went very successful for a lot of teams. After week 1, I've seen a lot of improvement from a lot of these teams, and there are some teams that I'm on the middle with because they kind of let me down in week 1 when I predicted them to win and they end up losing. So yeah, for these predictions, I'm gonna be a little bit more strict now. So we're gonna get right into this. We're not gonna waste no time. You guys are here for one thing and one thing only, and it is my week 2 predictions for the NFL. Now I am a little late on this. I was supposed to do this Tuesday, Monday, but I'm a little late on this, so I guess I'm doing it now because tomorrow is Thursday night football, so I might as well get it done tonight before Thursday night football starts tomorrow. All right. So let's get right into this. So tomorrow night is Thursday night football, and last week we had a good ass Thursday night football game between the Eagles and Cowboys, and y'all seen how that happened. You know, the Cowboys ended up losing to my Philadelphia Eagles. So yeah, man, it was a pretty funny game. This Thursday we actually got one of my ops. We got the Washington Commanders, aka the Ketchup and Mustards, taking on the Green Bay Packers, aka the Cheeseheads. All right, so I got some beef with both of these teams. So starting with the Commanders, last week they went up against another one of my ops, the New York Midgets, in week 1. They took down the New York Midgets in week 1. You know, I knew the Midgets weren't gonna win. I knew the Giants were not gonna win. The Giants, they didn't have enough pieces to go up against the Commanders. You feel me? I just had a feeling that Commanders would beat them. You know, they just got more talent and things like that. And it's not rocket science, man. A lot of people would have chose the Commanders to win that game against the Giants, okay? So, yeah, man, I'm glad the Commanders got the win last week against the Giants. This week they got to go up against Green Bay. Green Bay, they just came off a nice week 1 win against the Detroit Lions. Like I called it, I said Green Bay was winning that game against their NFC North rival. So now Green Bay's taking on the Washington Commanders tomorrow. And I'm not going to lie, this game's in Lambeau Field. This is going to be a good game. Commanders heading to Lambeau to play the Packers. This is going to be a good-ass game, bro. I got to think with this one, guys. Because last week the Commanders beat the Giants, and then the Packers beat the Lions last week. And now they're facing off against each other. And I got beef with both of these teams because one is my rival and the other, I guess, is my rival too. Even though we're not in the same division. I got the Green Bay Packers. Nah. I got the Washington Commanders taking this win. Just because, you know, the Commanders, they can win this game, bro. I don't see the Commanders losing to the Packers, bro. If they lose to the Packers, I am on their head, okay? I'm on their head if they lose to the Packers. But, yeah, I got the Commanders beating the Packers. I just don't see the Packers taking down, you know, Jaden Daniels. You know, Jaden Daniels he looked pretty great last week. I don't like the Commanders, okay? So, yeah, man. But, I just think they're going to beat the Green Bay Packers, bro. So, yeah, I got Commanders taking down Green Bay tomorrow. What's up, everybody, if you're just joining? But, yeah, I got the Commanders beating Green Bay tomorrow for Thursday night football. And, yeah, Green Bay, y'all know how I feel about y'all. But, yeah, Commanders taking down Green Bay tomorrow for Thursday night football. So, yeah, we got the Commanders winning. All right, now we're on to Sunday football. All right. Oh, this one is a good one. The Battle of the Cats again. We got the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Ooh, that's a good game. Last week, the Jaguars, they took down the Carolina Panthers, which, I said the Panthers was going to win, so I guess I was wrong on that. I mean, I didn't think the Panthers was gonna sell against the Jaguars, bro. Honestly, but I mean, it's okay, bro. The Jaguars, they did their thing last week. They took down the Panthers last week. They did their thing. I give Jacksonville their credit, but then Cincinnati, tough win against the Browns. They almost lost. It was a 1 point victory for the Bengals against the in-state rivals against the Browns, but they beat the Browns by 1 point last week. So, yeah, man, Bengals, y'all almost lost, man. But yeah, man, Jacksonville versus Cincinnati. I got the Cincinnati Bengals winning this game. I just don't see Jacksonville taking down the Cincinnati offense. Like, they got such a great offense with Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow. I just don't see Jacksonville handling them, bro. Like, it's not going to be too great of a game for Jacksonville this week. So I got the Cincinnati Bengals winning on Sunday against the Jacksonville Jaguars. And yeah, man, I just think the Bengals got a stronger team than the Jaguars. So yeah, man, Bengals will win this game on Sunday. Then you got a AFC North rival. Oh my God. We got the Cleveland Browns taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Okay. The Browns versus the Ravens. Now, last week the Browns, tough loss to the Bengals. They tried to win the Ohio Showdown against the Bengals, but it just didn't go their way. But they can have a chance to redeem themselves this week against the Ravens. As long as they can play better defense than what they did against the Bengals, and then the Baltimore Ravens. Ravens, how are y'all feeling, man? I know y'all are Ravens. I know how y'all feel, boy. I know y'all are still mad after last week against that loss against the Buffalo Bills. Raven fans were losing their mind. But yeah, bro, that was a horrible loss the Ravens took to Buffalo last week. They let Buffalo come back because the Buffalo Bills were down. It was like what? It was 30-19. No, it was 30-19 at some point in the game, and then it was 40-25. The Ravens had a 15-point lead on the Buffalo Bills, but then Josh Allen did Josh Allen things. He brought his team back from the late comeback behind victory to beat them 41-40, and that was just how that game ended. Like, I never seen a team blow a 15-point lead like that in my life. Like, that was just crazy. Like, Raven fans, man, I know you guys are probably still mad about that outcome from last week, but you know what? You got a chance to redeem yourself this week. You're going up against AFC North rival, against the Cleveland Browns at home. So you're back at home this time. You're not on the road, so you'll be good to go. But for this game, I got the Baltimore Ravens winning, okay? I think the Ravens can redeem themselves, they got more of an easier opponent than the Bills. I said look, I told y'all the Bills were gonna beat the Ravens, bro. I was not lying about that. But yeah, the Ravens, I feel like y'all can redeem yourselves this week against the Browns. The Browns, they just can't stop this Ravens offense. Like, this Ravens offense is going to be too much for Cleveland to handle. But I mean, last time the Browns played the Browns actually won. So this could go either way. But low key, I got the Ravens winning because I feel like they need their get back after last week against the Bills. So I got the Am I? Was I muted the whole time? You're joking, right? Was I muted the whole time? Why y'all ain't telling me I was muted the whole time? So was I not talking that whole time, chat? Please. Oh, hell no. So I just wasted 27 minutes. Oh my God. Okay. You know what? You know what? We're just gonna act like that didn't happen. But anyways, I thought I was talking to y'all. Thought I was talking to y'all. That's my fault. All right. Well, I guess I'm talking to y'all now. So I'm gonna go back over it anyways. The Kansas City Chiefs versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Now y'all know I'm a huge Eagles fan. You know, been an Eagles fan for a long time, man. We're going up against the Kansas City Chiefs. Very, very tough week ahead of us, man. I mean, we just got by Dallas, but this game, bro, it's literally the Super Bowl 59 rematch, bro. Oh boy, this is about to be crazy. Now, Kansas City, they just lost last week against the Chargers, so they're probably gonna want some revenge from the Chargers loss and them losing in the Super Bowl. That's gonna be some crazy shit. Now, my Eagles, we've been winning. We've been winning lately, bro. We've been in our own little world. I don't think that's gonna end no time soon. So I got my Eagles beating the Chiefs. Of course, we're gonna beat the Chiefs, bro. Again. We ended the Chiefs dynasty run last year. Well, not last year, but like 6 months ago, we ended their little, I guess, almost dynasty run. And then now, if we beat them on Sunday, we will literally make them 0-2 to start the season. And they'll be like last in the division, bro. So that's going to be a very good ass game. Now, this game is in Kansas City. So the environment's going to be hostile. It's at 4:25 p.m. I am definitely watching this game. 100% I'm watching this game. But yeah, bro, my Eagles got to win this game. Like, we got a lot on the line here. A lot is on the line with this game. Instead of competing for a Super Bowl trophy this time it's for bragging rights. So we need to win this game. So I got my Eagles beating the Chiefs. Okay, we need to win this game. All right, if we don't win this game, we're going to get a lot of backlash. So I don't want that. So I want my Eagles to win. So Eagles over Kansas City on Sunday. So yeah, let's hope that happens, bro. All right, moving on. Sunday Night Football. We got the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Now the Falcons, what the hell? How did y'all lose last week, Falcons? Can somebody explain how did the Falcons lose last week? Like, y'all do not have a kicker. Like, Falcons, when are y'all going to get a kicker, bro? Like, I'm tired of seeing y'all kicker always selling y'all. Like, bro, like, y'all need a kicker. Like, can somebody give the Falcons a kicker? Like, the Falcons really need a kicker. Like, this is horrible. I can't sit here and watch the Falcons. Like, they can't even kick the ball. Their kicker is horrible. Like, get this man off the team. Can't even kick the ball, bro. That's sad. And then the Minnesota Vikings, they got a nice close win against the Bears. They almost lost, but almost doesn't count in this league. So, yeah, the Vikings got a very, very, close game win against the Bears. Now, this game's going to be in Minnesota at Vikings Stadium. I got the Vikings winning. I think the Vikings can get this game. I got the Vikings winning. There shouldn't be no competition for the Vikings against the Falcons. I got the Vikings winning, Sunday Night Football, it's going to be a good game. Vikings should take this win. All right, moving on to the Monday night games. The first one's at 7 p.m. We have the Tampa Bay